Mr. Bill, thank you very much for your interview. So first of all, can you tell us about how is the digital transformation trend taking place in big corporation, SMEs, in global, and what are fields industry suitable for digital transformation and need to be done as fast as possible?
So in today's world, countries, in order to compete effectively, need to have a strong digital economy. And every country in the world is realizing that they want to encourage both startups and their own companies to invest in digital so that they can be prepared to compete in the global world and look to create products and services that they can export. The next generation of change in the digital economy is going to move from the consumer world to the industrial world. So the biggest opportunities for startups and for big companies is to apply digital and build new kinds of applications to change how we generate electricity, how we manage oil and gas, how we do manufacturing. That's the future.
Right. So what can startup and SME learn from the success process and apply for themselves? And what can Vietnamese company do to apply this process effectively as well?
The two kinds of companies that can benefit the most from this change. First, they're existing industrial firms. We're talking about manufacturers. We're talking about companies that produce electricity and oil and gas. These organizations, these companies can apply digital technology to change how they produce the goods and services they do and become the most efficient in the world. For the world, there's $6.8 trillion of opportunity in the next 10 years, according to the World Economic Forum on this. The other thing that is happening is there's opportunities for startups in the world to be created to help these big companies take advantage of digital. Allow them to create new kinds of products and services. And if I was doing a startup today, I would be focused on creating digital technologies for the industrial world to make manufacturing smarter, to make utilities more efficient. These are the future applications that are going to be worth a lot of money.
And how do GE and FPT cooperate to apply digital transformation process in Vietnam and Southeast Asia as well?
As we look around the world, there's only a few companies that really understand this transformation today. And one of those companies is here in Vietnam, FPT. FPT has become a partner with GE as we help GE become more digital, and as we take this technology to our customers to allow them to be more productive. We're working with FPT to do that as well. So FPT is a company investing in digital transformation. It's a company with the talent to deliver digital transformation and help companies to be able to take advantage of this shift in the technology world.
And how do platforms like GE Predix and APM plays a role in digital transformation, and how can Vietnamese companies take advantage of those systems?
In the world today, this idea of digital platforms is a very important concept. So if you want to get a taxi today, your digital platforms will be Uber or Grab. These are digital platforms for taxis. GE has created a digital platform to allow industrial firms to make their manufacturing facilities more productive, their offshore oil rigs more productive, their power plants more productive, and so on. And that platform is called Predix. It allows a company to connect machines, use the data, analyze it, and then make better decisions faster and make their people more productive. So Predix is the same kind of platform for the industrial world that Grab and Uber have for the taxi world. And we are using that to make our customers the most productive in the world. And FPT has the most certifications on Predix to help customers to take Predix and make it useful in their environment.
And how does GE evaluate FPT digital transformation at the moment?
We're so excited about the opportunity to work with FPT because they're going through a similar transformation. They're using technology not just for helping IT organizations, but help in the real operations of how a factory runs and how a utility runs and how an oil and gas company runs. And that is their transformation they're going through, is learning about these new domains, the actual application to how business is conducted. And like anyone, they're still moving on the journey, but they've come a long way, and they've been a great partner to GE.
And developing digital economy and digital transformation is one of Vietnam's government targets in the near future. And what should the government do to approach the process effectively? Can you give us some suggestions?
The most innovative governments in the world are realizing that the future competition is to make sure you invest in and encourage the creation of a digital economy. And the good news is we see that happening in Vietnam, where the government recognizes that. And we only see 20 countries around the world who are focused on the industrial opportunity with digital technology, Vietnam being one. The thing is that nobody knows how to do this right yet. So the opportunity is there, but nobody has a recipe. What the government has to do, like Vietnam, is to do three things. One, they need to ensure they encourage, through their policies and regulations, to enable companies to want to invest in digital technology. Number two is they should make sure they fund research and education to develop the right kind of skill sets. A country like India 20 years ago invested in the right skill sets to develop their software capabilities. Every country in the world should invest in digital capability to develop their capability to win the market. The last thing is they need to lead by showing that they care about this and tell the world that they intend to encourage the development of this kind of business. And in the